everybody, and welcome to another episode of Clarity in the Chaos, which we attempt to bring some vertical clarity into the midst of our horizontal chaos. We've been looking at select verses from each of the chapters of Proverbs. Today, we're into Proverbs chapter 8, and again, it's Solomon writing. He writes to his son as he attempts to help him understand the great value of wisdom, that in all the things worth pursuing in life, wisdom is the chief thing. And Solomon had pursued a lot of things. And so for him to say, of all that I've pursued, the one that you should pursue most and first is wisdom, says something. And so we turn with that same hope and expectation today that in wisdom is where we find clarity in our life. So as Solomon writes, he's of course a brilliant mind. God has blessed him. He's creative in the way he portrays wisdom to his son to help him understand the greatness of wisdom. He uses a lot of pictures and metaphors to help his son. He says wisdom is like a sister to us. Wisdom is like a nearest kin. Wisdom is like a woman who calls out to us and offers us counsel and direction. Wisdom is like the very thing that kings rule by. It's the very truth that they learn from, and it's the power that they have to navigate and manage all that they have. And chapter 8 shows us all of the greatness of that kind of wisdom. He says, by me kings reign and rulers decree justice. By me princes rule and nobles and all the judges of the earth. All of the great wise men and women who have made an impact in the world did so because they first had wisdom. As he goes on, he says it was wisdom that the Lord himself had as he created the earth, as he created the heavens, as he created all that came from his hand and his heart. It was wisdom that he used. He says, before the mountains were settled, before the hills, wisdom was brought forth. While as yet he had made or not made the earth or the fields or the dust of the world, there was wisdom. He even goes on and says that wisdom is really who Jesus is. You get into verse 30 in chapter 8, he says, then I was beside him as a master craftsman. He's referring to wisdom, but it's a great picture of the reality of who Jesus was there by the side of the Father and with the Spirit. He said, I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him, rejoicing in his inhabited world, and my delight was with the sons of men. So Solomon paints this beautiful picture of the power and the strength of wisdom and the necessity of it. He wants his son to catch this. And then today, where we focus is on verses 32 through 35. This is where our takeaway is today for us, specifically in our situation. He says in verse 32, now therefore, listen to me, my children, for blessed are those who keep my ways. Hear instruction and be wise, and do not disdain it. Blessed is the man who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. For whoever finds me finds life and obtains favor from the Lord. There's one word there that stands out that is important for us in verse 34. He said, blessed is the man who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. It's a picture of someone who is desperate for counsel, direction, insight, and not just one time a year, one time a month, one time a week, but he uses the word daily. In the rhythm and the pattern that God has established for life, there is day and there is night. And night is our time of rest for those who don't work in the middle of the night. That is our time of rest. And day is the time when we work. He says, and daily, those who have wisdom, they are seeking that wisdom. They do so on a daily basis. And God has established a pattern in which he provides insight for us on a daily basis. This is important to understand because life comes at us in a daily fashion. We live in the moment and we live day to day. And so it's important that in the midst of our day, in the midst of the relationships, the situations, the circumstances, the struggles that we're in the midst of, that we receive God's input for those specific situations in each day. The Bible is full of truth. It is what we build our life upon, and it is for salvation, but it is for also daily living. And the way God communicates to us is designed to be on a daily basis in the midst of our current situation. In your good times, in your struggles, in your blessings, in your trials, that you receive wisdom, insight, and application for that specific situation. There's nothing more cold and lifeless than religion. Religion separates truth from the reality of life. It puts it as a compartmentalized area of life that doesn't touch the realities of life. But God has designed His Word in such a way that it comes to us daily. We pray for daily bread, daily insight, daily understanding, so that truth touches the realities of our life. And the man and woman who has wisdom in their life makes that bridge, makes that application. They apply truth to their heart. They apply truth to their circumstances, and they seek that wisdom daily. The picture here is of someone who goes to the house where wisdom lives and is there daily at the door, is there daily at the post of the doors waiting. I need some counsel today. I need insight today. I need to hear for today. I can't do this on my own. Your word, your truth is far more valuable than me and what I have to offer. So I'm here. I'm waiting. The wise man and woman of God seeks wisdom daily. And when you do, you unlock a pattern for God to work in your life and provide more wisdom. Application brings more insight. So as you seek Him today, seek Him for today, for the very real areas of your life. Seek Him there. He will give wisdom, and it will be powerful wisdom. It will give you insight. Act on that. And then tomorrow, He will give more as you seek Him. And then you will have clarity in the midst of the chaos.